Welcome back. We have 3 rounds to go, and on board 5 I picked up this distributional hand. I have 8 quite good hearts, and I have to decide what to open the bidding. I'm in second chair, and I feel like this hand is too strong to open 4 hearts. And one of the ways I reason it is I like to look at these hands and decide, what do I need from partner to make slam? And I start piecing cards, and in this case, if my partner had the ace king of diamonds and an ace and a heart fit, I would be completely cold for slam. Now that's only 11 points, and I feel like if I only need 11 points, and partners, there's only 2 people left in the auction, partner's going to have some points. I saw no reason to preempt 4 hearts. That being said, I do want this hand to end in 4 hearts, so I will likely bid 4 hearts at my next opportunity. So my 1 heart saw 1 spade overcall with south, shocker, and my partner made a negative double, so I know that they've got some points with me. And now I really just want to end the auction. I want to just say to my partner, hey, I have a long heart suit, and I was just a little bit too strong to open 4 hearts. And so what I did was I bid 4 hearts. And it's important to recognize that if I had a really strong hand, like 19, 20, 21 points, a hand that with long hearts that was just not good enough to open 2 clubs, with that hand I would be forced to find a stronger action than bidding 4 hearts. So in this case, I would have bid 2 spades to make a forcing bid and then follow it up by bidding hearts. That would say I've got a really good hand with hearts. This auction just portrays to my partner, I have a 4 heart opener that was a little too strong to open 4 hearts. So 4 hearts ended the auction. My opponent led a high spade, and when dummy hit, I knew that there wasn't going to be too much to the play. I'm going to lose this spade, I'm probably going to lose 1 heart, and then I'm going to be on a diamond finesse to see if I make 4 or 5. So the hand plays out very quickly. They played the ace of spades and they tried to cash a second spade, but I ruffed, and now my only priority was to make sure that the opponents didn't score any trump tricks that they weren't entitled to. So I just played the ace of hearts and the king of hearts to draw trumps, and so somebody was entitled to the jack of hearts, and now I just took a diamond finesse, and the diamond finesse lost, but I made 10 tricks, just the type of board that I wanted in this spot. The only negative about our 4 hearts making is that the opponent did pretty well not to bid 4 spades, and if I had opened 4 hearts, he would have bid 4 spades, and they were going for more than in my game. So a 4 heart opener on this particular hand would have done a great job. It would have forced the opponents into 4 spades, and we would have gotten plus 500. Board 6, I picked up this 18-point balance hand. And with 18-19 balanced, the way we bid is we open 1 of a minor and plan on rebidding 2 no trump. So I opened a diamond, and Joel responded 1 no trump. And now I bid 2 no trump to show 18-19 balance. And it's really important that intermediate players make this mistake a lot. They think to themselves, well, I've got 18-19 and my partner promised 6, so I should just go 3 no trump. And that's just not correct. When you have 18-19 balanced, you should open 1 of a suit and bid 2 no trump. And this shows 18-19 balanced. And the key is, when you have 15-17, you would have just opened 1 no trump. So you can't have a 2 no trump bid that's not 18-19 balanced. So there are lots of reasons why bidding 2 no trump is going to work to your favor. There's leaving yourself an extra level of bidding to decipher whether 3 no trump is the right place to play. In this case, partners only bid 1 no trump. They don't have 4 hearts. What if they had a singleton? What if they have a doubleton? Those things are not. It's very possible that you don't want to end up in 3 no trump. And so 2 no trump is the bid, and over 2 no, Joel bid 3 no trump, and that ended the auction. So the opponents led the 7 of hearts, and we can take a look at Joel's hand. So Joel's declaring it because of his 1 no trump bid. Joel had a hand that really didn't fit anywhere into our system. We play 2 clubs as game forcing, and we play 3 clubs shows an invitational bid. And he really just doesn't have enough for an invitational club bid, so he was forced into 1 no. And some people may have decided they wanted to make up a 1 heart call. It's not. I really don't recommend bidding 3 card majors unless it's a systemic thing where your partner knows just so many bad things can happen. The hand gets so out of your control, and you've probably read me say this in comments or heard me say it a lot. Unilateral actions in the first round of the bidding are something that you must avoid because you just don't have enough information at this point in the hand that would let you want to swing the whole board. If you typically want to find a point later in the hand where you have more information that you can make a better educated guess rather than throwing the ball up in the air this early in the hand. So over Joel's 1-no and I bet 2-no, Joel made a practical bid of 3-no. I mean, he could have shown his club suit. He could have expressed his spade shortness. The way we played, he could have bid 3 spades to show spade shortness. But, you know, I just don't, I don't see... He knows 3-no trump is likely the best place to play. He likes that he's on play with the queen of spades. I really think that it was a very practical thing for him to do. So now to the play, the 7 of hearts is led, and it's, you know, that's high enough that it looks like it could be from king 10 8 7. They were playing 4th best. So Joel, I mean, it's very normal to play the queen here, because if you play the 9, you need North to have the jack and the 10 for it to force out the king, for the 9 to force the king. But if you play the queen, you just need North to have the king. So it's just a way better percentage. So he stuck up the queen, and that held, which was a big breathe a sigh of relief, because some people for sure will end up in no trump from my hand, and it's much better if this hand is played from my hand as declare. But once the queen of hearts won, now Joel played the normal thing. He had only one entry to his hand, the ace of hearts, and so he had to play clubs right away. So he played the ace of clubs, and it went small, small, king, which was wonderful. So now he has 7 sure club tricks, and 2 hearts is 9. The ace of spades is 10. The ace of diamonds is 11. So all he really has to do is take a diamond finesse to see if he's taking 12 or 13. So he played a club over to his hand, and he finessed a diamond. And the opponents could have been a little tougher on him. They could have ducked the diamond, but in actual fact it wouldn't matter, because Joel had 2 more entries to his hand. He could have played. So if the jack of diamonds won, he could have just come back to a club and taken another finesse in diamonds, and it was no problem because the dummy still had an entry of the ace of spades. So he was always entitled to his 12 tricks once they led a heart, and so 12 tricks was a great board, and 2 rounds to go. On this hand, I picked up a 5-card heart suit and a balanced 1-no trump opening. It's very much my style to open 1-no trump with 15 to 17 points and a 5-card major. On this hand, I think even people who are on the fence between opening 1-no trump and one of their major would open 1-no trump, because you have such a bad heart suit and your hand is so well suited to play no trumps. So my 1-no saw a 3-club preempt from South, and Joel made my life easy by bidding 6-no trump, and that ended the auction. So they led the queen of clubs, and dummy came, as we see, with 4-card heart support. So my first instinct was, the first thing I saw was 4 hearts, and I thought, ooh, we missed a 9-card heart fit. But then when I started counting my tricks, I realized this is awesome, because 6-no trump can't be worse than 6 hearts. And so I counted my tricks. I had 2 spades, 4 diamonds, and 2 clubs, which is 8 tricks outside of hearts. And that left me either 4 or 5 heart tricks for 13 tricks. And the heart suit is the only suit that's going to require me doing any thinking. The rest are just top tricks. So normally with this heart suit, I would just play ace king. If I had no extra information, I would play ace king of hearts, and because it's 8 ever 9 never. I know most people in the room are following 8 ever 9 never. So I just want to stay with everybody else, and I think it's a percentage play. So. But I do always want to think it through and make sure that there's no extra information that's going to tell me to finesse the suit. Now on this hand, actually, with South being the one who has long clubs, it means North is actually much more likely to have hearts. So it's very unlikely that North has a singleton heart. So it's very unlikely I'm going to finesse the heart. But on a hand like this, the first thing I did, actually, I try to be practical about using my time. As soon as dummy hit and as soon as I saw that hearts were the problem, the first thing I did was I just immediately won the king of clubs, and I cashed the ace of hearts, because there was no sense in me sitting there and thinking at all about this hand if the queen of hearts is going to drop singleton. So I did that, and so now my plan is just to play the king of hearts, except just in case, it's possible if I cash enough diamonds and if I'm able to see South show out of diamonds early enough, that perhaps I will be able to work out that they must have 3 hearts. So I played a diamond to my ace, and I played the king of diamonds and the jack of diamonds. So I saw that South had 2 diamonds. So in order for South to have 3 hearts, there's only 2 distributions that they could have. Is they could have 8 clubs and 3 hearts and 2 diamonds and no spades, or they could have 7 clubs and 3 hearts and 1 spade. Unfortunately, I can't afford to cash both the ace-king of spades, because then if North does have queen third of hearts, I'm jeopardizing myself going down in the contract. But what I can do, just to be careful, is I can cash the king of spades. And now if South had showed out, now I would know that South has no spades and 2 diamonds. So now I would have an easy time finessing hearts. So it didn't happen, so now I just played a heart to the king, and sure enough the queen dropped for 13 tricks and another great board. Another balanced hand, this time of the weak no trump variety. I have 14 points, and we were vulnerable, so Joel and I were playing 15 to 17. There's no reason for me to swing and open this hand 1 no trump. So I opened a club, and they overcalled 1 heart. It went pass from Joel, and they bid 2 diamonds. When passed 2 hearts, passed 4 hearts. And so I on my second call over 2 diamonds, I had no reason to bid again. My partner didn't make a negative double. I'm done. I've opened my club. So Joel led a club, and dummy came with what was quite an ambitious 4 heart bid. I don't see any reason for them to have gone this heavy and bid 4 hearts. I think bidding 2 diamonds and raising 2 hearts to 3 hearts really express their points. They have 10 points, and the queen of clubs looks like a really bad card, and the king of spades will be much better suited, better placed somewhere else. So, but I am really happy that Joel's led a club. I know I opened a club, but it looks like Declarer has the ace of spades. In fact, I know Declarer has the ace of spades because Joel didn't make a negative double. And so I know it's imperative that I cash my first 2 clubs right now. And so I did that, and I thought I still had pretty good prospects of beating the hand because I had the king of diamonds behind dummy and the queen of hearts. But I played back a spade, and Declarer played the hand very quickly by trumping their losers in dummy, and they had no diamond losers, so they ended up conceding a heart trick, and they made 4. 1 round to go.